into journalism started in 2000, between 2001 2002, but settling in was 2002. We used to have career guidance on assemblies, and there came a certain politician, I may not even trace the name now, and he was talking of being a teacher, an author, a journalist. So I picked two careers, teacher and journalism. So those ones stuck in my head. So from that day, I started looking at myself as a teacher or as a journalist, either two or both. So when I looked at the space that is given to me at SBS, because every Wednesday I have a story to tell about environment conservation, about climate change, about nature, about anything concerning environment. But the time is not enough, because I cannot spend 5 minutes, 30 minutes talking about climate change. It is a news bulletin. So the minimum time or the maximum time they can give me is about 2 minutes or 1 minute and a half, and that is done. So when I looked at there's so many stories that I'm beginning to collect, and with this limited space at CBS, I said no, I should open up my own spaces to tell my own stories at my own pace, anytime, much time, look out for my own sources with no limitations, and have the stories be told there. So that's how I came up with Dinner's Planet. Radios are reachable, they are affordable by everyone. Reachable even on your phone, anywhere you can listen to a radio, you can access a radio, so, and even for the podcast. And that's why I think it is worthy for radios and podcasts, most especially radios. Podcasts, people have not yet embraced that new technology of podcast. But at least for radios, even my mother deep in the village can access a radio, a small one, a small gadget. As she's digging, she can switch on a radio. So radios are worthy in telling stories of climate, in sending out messages of climate change, and I think they can be used. In the so many interactions I've had with them, they always say, we do not have, our voice is not heard. We do not have enough space to air our issues concerning climate change. And at times, indeed, it is true, they don't have that space. And since they have embraced the digital world, so I think with the podcast, they can easily relate, and they can voice over, their not only grievances, but their ideas, their grievances, their stories, and they can easily be shared. With the podcast, it's an easy share, an easy record, an easy share, and it can reach out to quite a number of people. Every person has got that capacity to do something. Is it managing waste right from your home? You can do something. Is it planting a tree to capture those carbon emissions? You can do something. Is it stepping out and say a word? Just one word, plant a tree. It can change something. For me, my wish is that everyone should get out of that shell and do something small. However small it may be, it can change this world.